Hey guys, welcome back. This is History of Soul Eater, episode number 8 of my show, but this is about episode number 7. Now, before I start talking about it, as you guys can see, I'm recording from my bedroom, part of my apartment. The last video I did, I kind of recorded on the floor of the kitchen, so this is kind of an upgrade from that. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. And after this video, you see, the history of the first 3 seasons of the Soul Eater series I'm doing are 13 episodes long, and this episode is episode number 8 of my show, but about episode 7, so, let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, so I'll have 6 more videos to go before I finish this first season set of episodes. I just thought I'd get that out of the way very quickly. I just thought I'd get that out of the way for you guys. Anyway, getting into it. This is History of Soul Eater Season 1, episode number 8 of my show, but this is about episode number 7. And episode number 7 in the English dub is known as Black-Blooded Terror. There's a weapon inside Crona. Now, basically, the way this episode starts off, it starts off with this woman in the distance, and, she's telling Crona to go eat all she can, and then eat more and more. She's the perfect weapon, being Meister and weapon in one body and stuff, and I'll explain more about that later on in the episode. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. And then it goes into where Soul and Maka are in the morning segment of the episode, and then Soul is basically saying that they're in Italy, and Maka, and then he's telling Maka that maybe they should dine on some all-you-can-eat pasta. I mean, you're in Italy, eat what the father, and then she whacks Soul on the head with the book, and then she's saying that they're not here to stuff their faces. They're there for she's telling Soul that they're not there to stuff their faces. They're in Italy for an extracurricular lesson. Now, in this episode, they go to Italy to collect the soul of a man known as Assassin J and stuff. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. And then, Soul saying that their target likes to attack around nighttime and stuff. So he thinks that they should wait till it's nightfall for him to show up. And then Maka is basically saying that it's a nice try, because I guess she knows that he wants to use it to goof off and stuff. But they need to gather information about the city and stuff like that. And then they keep gathering information. And then they run into these gang of punks. They call them, and Soul bumps into one of them. And then he's apologizing. And then, now the guy he actually bumps into in this episode is the leader of a gang in Italy called the Materazzi. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. I just thought I'd get that small thing out of the way there. And then then they keep talking, and then Soul says if he spoke more and spit less, he could understand him. And then basically what happens after that is they get cornered by other members of the Materazzi. But then there's this wacky, and then Maka is saying that she wonders where they should go to get some information. And then Soul is saying that they could try that smoke stack around the corner. And then in the next scene, it's nighttime. And then basically what happens is the Materazzi gang show up in the church, and Corona's there, and then the leader of the gang is talking to her, and then she's saying about them being a group of people, and then the person in the distance is saying that she's gonna become a Kishin and stuff, and then she starts laughing and saying that she is a Kishin, and basically what happens is the leader of the Matarazzi basically says, well, before that, one of the other gang members of the Matarazzi is basically saying that, he wonders who she's talking to. I think that's actually Medusa's character. Like, this episode and the next episode introduced the witch character, Medusa, who is a recurring character for this series. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. I won't probably put it in the description, but, I'll just get this part out of the way. Crona is actually a weapon and Meister in one form because she's got a weapon living inside her body. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. I just wanted to get that small part out of the way there. And then she's saying that the church building is a public place. The castle doesn't belong exclusively to them or anyone, which is when Ragnarok's gonna eat their soul. And then she manages to defeat them, and then later on, it goes to where Maka and Soul are, and they find a Sansan J, and he says, want more power. And then, they capture his soul, and then Soul said that swallowing the Kishin egg soul is gonna be better than eating all-you-can-eat pasta. Oh my god! Oh my god, that's funny. And then Maka's inquiring about the taste of souls, because Soul seems to like them and stuff, and he says that basically they don't have a particular flavor, it's just the feeling they have going down, like the texture. And then he's saying that that's all the souls they need to collect for this trip, so he goes to bring the bike around, and then Maka acts up noticing the building, and then Soul and Maka have a bit of a discussion, because she sees the souls in there, the souls in there are the members of the gang that they met earlier. And then Soul is saying that why should they care about those guys, and then he wants to ignore it, but Maka is saying that they can't ignore it because they're representatives of the Academy, because if they ignore it and something happens, it'll be their fault, and basically Soul forfeits the argument and says that they'll check it out. But he says that on the way there, he says, basically he says, if they go in there and it's a bunch of people with black stars standing there, welcome to my big show, he's gonna cry. And then Maka is making a kind of, in my personal opinion, a kind of a sarcastic remark about that, saying that she only hopes that it's all that is and stuff. And then they go to the building, and then the bell starts tolling, and then Maka freaks out. And then the bell stops, and she's saying that they're all gone. And then basically, Soul is saying that the bell, yeah, but the bell stopped, and then all the soul, and then then Maka said that it's not the bell, it's all the souls that are gone. There's only the weapon and the Meister. And then she goes into the building. Well, actually, she stops because she doesn't want to go into the building, but she has to because as a representative of the Academy, it's her duty to find out what happened. And then they go into the building and they see Crona, and then Maka says that she's reading the souls of a weapon and a Meister, and both of them are standing right in front of her, which means that Meister has a weapon living inside her and stuff. And then basically what happens is she's saying that they should know that the hunting of souls is forbidden. And are they students? She hasn't seen them at the Academy. And then Crona is basically saying that at the what Academy, and then about the souls. And then, well, actually Ragnarok shows up first. And he starts punching her and stuff and abusing her. And then later on, like I said, they have that talk where Maka says about the Meisters and weapons are not allowed to hunt any human souls. they're only allowed to hunt the souls that have become Kishine's. It's her duty to stop them. And basically, Ragnarok, that's her weapon partner, by the way, is saying that, she wants Crona to get them and stuff. Get her, and he transforms his blood into a weapon, which is basically a sword form. And then basically, what happens after that is, they start fighting, and then Maka manages to use her scythe to kind of cut, but it doesn't work. And then Soul's wondering how that's possible, and then Maka is saying that she figured it out. She thinks that Crona's body itself, blood itself, is a weapon and stuff. And then basically Soul's saying that if Maka's right, how does she propose they go about fighting him? None of their attacks, and then Maka said that none of their attacks will work. She's not even sure that Witch Hunter will help. If only she could shoot her soul at her like Black Star does, she could do some internal damage. Otherwise, she doesn't think she could do much damage to Crona as well, at all and stuff. And then Medusa off in the distance is saying that, why is Crona taking it easy? Do something. And then Crona's basically saying that that was different than before. Those were boys and she's a girl. She doesn't know how to handle girls. And then Medusa said that basically kill her. And then Soul's wondering what's up with Crona. Who's he talking to? And then she uses the Scream Resonance. And then Maka goes to block the sword, but then the screaming causes the vibrations which damage Soul, and then she's telling Crona to stop. And then basically what happens is she's wondering if Soul's okay, and then Soul is saying that she doesn't have to worry about that. He's her weapon partner. That means he's always willing to die for his Meister and stuff. Which is kind of stupid, really. I just thought personal opinion thing out of the way there. Anyway, continuing on. Then they back up. Maka keeps backing up, and Soul wants them to fight. And then they get to the door, and then Soul is basically, actually, beforehand, I should mention that the doors in the building, Crona said that the doors in the building that they're in only open one way, inward. So they can't open it from the outward area. Oh my god. And then she says that same thing to Maka, that it's not going to work. She should listen when other people try to talk and stuff. And then basically, Soul is wanting Maka to guard. Oh, but before I continue with that, I should just get into it. Before, I'm just backtracking here. Earlier on, before the fighting, actually, no, before that fighting segment where she's at the door, there's a scene where, Stein shows up in the academy. Well, actually, at first it's Spirit, and then he's saying that Maka's not even at school right now. All he wanted was to see his daughter. That's why he came. And then he has a premonition of Frankenstein. And then he says about the nurse. And oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry guys. And then he's saying that he does. Then Spirit is saying that he doesn't know what Stein wants with him. But all those scars from his experiments have faded, so he's not afraid of him anymore. And then he makes a bit of a joke about... Then Stein makes a joke about him switching Spirit's one foot toe from his one foot with his other toe from his other foot. And then he says a major look. And then... Oh And then he's inquiring about Maka, and then he says some other stuff, and then Spirit is basically saying that he doesn't know if he's heard of this or not, but Maka's mother and him just got divorced last month. It's kind of over between them. And then Stein says he knows, and then Spirit makes his face, and he starts shaking Stein around, and then Stein's like, telling Spirit that the demon's daughter shows back up and stuff. And then basically what happens is it goes, getting back into what I was saying about Maka, she gets to the door part of the area, and then she tries to get out, but Crona is basically saying that that's not going to work. She should listen when other people try to talk and stuff. And then Soul, like I said, Soul is wanting her to guard, but then she's saying that if she guards, he'll die and stuff. And then the sword flies down, and then there's this little dramatic scene where the red slash, and it shows Soul getting cut. And that's kind of where this episode stops. So if you guys like this video on YouTube, just give it the real best you guys can, and I'll see you guys next time. And until next week, guys, like I always tell you with the series, watch it or I'll take your soul.